household. It is interesting to note that where women choose to work, the money they earn is there exclusively and the husband has no right over it, whereas a husband must provide financially for the whole family. Status of women before Islam, we have to keep in mind, as Islam gave these rights. Before the advent of Islam, women were treated extremely harshly. It was acceptable for female babies to be buried alive, and women were treated more as cattle or goods. Islam changed all this and changed it completely and taught equality of both genders. Now, exalted status of ladies, the Holy Prophet Muhammad Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam exalted the intellectual and spiritual status of women and said that the acquisition of knowledge is an incumbent duty on every Muslim, male or female. The Holy Prophet ﷺ knew the essential and important part women had to play in the development of society. And so he laid great stress on the upbringing of the girls when he said, a man who has 2 daughters and brings them up and educates them to the best of his capacity shall be entitled to paradise. In another hadith he says, a person who is blessed with a daughter or daughters and makes no discrimination between them and his sons and brings them up with kindness and affection will be as close to me in paradise as my forefinger and middle finger are to each other. This is taken from a very authentic hadith called Muslim. Is third in authority, this book, Muslim Sharif. After the Holy Quran, it is the second one. Islam gave women the right to education over 1500 years ago. If you contrast it, it was not until 1886 that women were permitted to sit exams of Cambridge University, and it was not until 1948 that the university would confer academic degrees on them. Women were first admitted to Oxford University in 1920. Now, the economic status of ladies which is granted by Islam. On the economic front, Islam entitles women to possess money, property and other assets. This is chapter 4, verse 33. Men shall have their share of that which they have earned, and women a share of that which they have earned. Upon marriage, the husband is required to give his wife a dowry, which then becomes her exclusive property. A woman can work for financial gains without any obligation on her part to contribute to the household expenses, as I have mentioned earlier also. Islam also gives her inheritance, the rights to inheritance, making it a requirement for women to get their determined share. In terms of inheritance, the Holy Quran states, for men is a share of that which parents and near relatives leave, and for women is a share of that which parents and near relatives leave, whether it be little or much, a determined share. This is chapter 4, verse 8. The rights, the financial rights or the economic rights were given in the world much later, as we all know. The social status of women. Islam elevated the social status of women by ensuring that they are treated respectfully by their husbands, sons, and others. A husband and wife have an equal role to play in providing support, comfort, and protection for one another. They are to be like garments. The Holy Quran says, they are a garment for you and you are a garment for them. It means women are like a garment to you and you are a garment for them. Chapter 2, verse 188. The Holy Prophet ﷺ has said, the best among you is he who is best in his treatment towards his wife. Women also have equal rights in marriage as well as in divorce. It means both can contract the marriage, initiate the contracting of marriage, and in the same way, when the need arises to divorce, any of them can initiate it. They have equal right in that. As a mother, emphasis is placed on giving full consideration and respect to her needs and wishes. The Holy Prophet Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, peace be on him, has said, paradise lies under the feet of your mother. So a man, however great he may be, he has first to seek paradise through the mother. Spiritual status. The Holy Quran grants equal opportunity to men and women in the spiritual field and rewards equal spiritual status. Whatever you do in spiritual fields, there are a lot of them, you will have equal reward. There will be nothing diminishing from it. Allah says, the verse which were recited in the beginning of this program, and the translation was given to you, that indicates completely that there is equality of men and women in doing good works and doing godly works and getting closer to God. But whoso does good works, whether male or female, and is a believer, such shall enter heaven, and shall not be wronged even as much as the little hollow in the back of a date. It is chapter 4 and verse 125. The Holy Quran is unique among the scriptures. It addresses both men and women in its message. Allah Almighty says in the Holy Quran, and think of the day when thou wilt see the believing men and believing women, their light running before them and on their rights. And it will be said to them, glad tidings for you this day, gardens through which streams flow, wherein you will abide. That is the supreme triumph. So whatsoever acts righteously, whether a male or a female, and is a believer, we will surely grant him a pure life, and we will surely bestow on such their reward according to the best of their works. So this is a few areas which I wanted to bring before you, to know that Islam gives equal opportunities for the ladies as well as men. There is no distinction in that the opportunities are granted equally. Then it depends on every individual to act on those opportunities and earn and be higher than the other. May Allah enable us to understand the commandments of God, and we